Bimbola. Are you awake? Are you awake? Hmm? Are you hungry? Are you frozen? Let's get some food. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, March the 26th. Here is breakfast. I did sort of a little Italian twist on my breakfast sandwich this morning. I have 2 eggs. On the eggs, I put this Italian seasoning grinder, a little bit of salt, and 2 tablespoons of Kirkland Parmesan Reggiano cheese. 2 tablespoons of this is 1 Smart Point. I get this at Costco. 2 tablespoons of cheese is 1 Smart Point. The eggs are 0. I have some spinach on here for 0. I have a sandwich thin for 3 Smart Points, so that's 4. And then I also have 1 Morningstar Farms veggie patty. These are 1 point per patty. So I have a 3, 4, 5 Smart Point sandwich. Over here, I have a 0 point coffee consisting of cold brew, a tablespoon of Coffee Mate sugar-free Italian sweet cream. 1 tablespoon is 0 Smart Points. 1/4 of a cup of Califia Farms unsweetened vanilla almond milk for 0 Smart Points. And then I'm going to put about 3 or 4 drops of the sweet drops in that. So yeah, 0 point for the coffee, 5 points for the sandwich, and I've got to get on the road. Okay, name this tune. That's all you get, because otherwise I think it's a copyright violation. I always listen to like 80s music on the way into work. I don't know. 70s and 80s. I think this channel that I listen to is like 70s and 80s. Anyway, hey, it's Monday. If I open my sunroof, maybe you can see me a little bit better. I don't think we'll be vlogging in the dark for too long because it's a little later this morning, which is nice. Why is my car shaking? Are we all systems go? I just left my house. I'm so happy I didn't have to get up as early. I got up at 5:45. Well, I got up, like my alarm went off at 5:45, but I laid in bed till 6. Last week I was having to get up like at 5:30. I think I got up one time at 5:45. And then I think that just made me sleepy, like all week. And then this last weekend, I was just between being sick last week and having to go in early every day, and then I worked late every day as well. My weekend, I was dragging all weekend. So last night, I sort of like chilled out on the couch. I watched a little bit of TV and went to bed at like 10:30. So that was cool. Sorry, you might be a little crooked. I'm trying to fix ya. Anyway, got my lunch all packed and had fun at meal prepping. I did have a couple of questions. I think Cynthia asked me where I get my PB2, and I order PB2 off of Amazon because I like the bigger containers of it, and I feel like their prices are usually pretty good, and I have Amazon Prime, so I get free shipping. So I ordered that on Amazon, and then I think Sullivan Homesteader asked me where I get the flavored sweet drops. So you can get those on Amazon as well. I also get them at the health food store. Like on Saturday, my mom and I found a new health food store, and they had them. Health food stores usually always have them. I get them at Sprouts. I think Asti told me, I think it was like a month ago. Asti is one of my subscribers that comments on here a lot. She said that Sprouts was having sorry, everything is crooked. I'm crooked. There, you're crooked, I'm crooked. They're having a sale at Sprouts. Buy one, get one free of the sweet drops, the different flavors. And I got hazelnut, coconut, lemon. And anyway, they're really wonderful to have in your, you need to slow down, sir. They're really wonderful to have in your coffee, I think. And then also I like to put them in my like yogurts, and you know, I've used them in recipes before, stuff like that. I've tried to put them in water before as like a flavoring, but honestly, just plain in water, I don't love them. But like my parents and my brother, like they'll put them just in water as a flavoring. So you could try that as well. I have a bottle of the lemon sweet drops, so I might try them in water. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll do that as like a little experiment in a small thing of water. A small thing of water. Because they're expensive, so you don't really want to waste them. But I love the lemon sweet drops in yogurt with the vanilla fat-free, sugar-free pudding. I think that's really yummy. So anyway, there's my little spiel on the sweet drops. So I'm gonna spend this week, you can get up on my tail, but it's, this is like a school zone, so you're supposed to be going 20, and you're gonna get a ticket. So just a little PSA, sir, that's right on my tail this morning. Really, people read okay, end of school zone. Now we can go a little faster. Yeah, let's obey the traffic laws. Oh, crud. It's the train. Lord have mercy. Maybe that's why they were trying to hurry. Maybe it was to beat the train, but guess what? It doesn't matter. I don't want a ticket this morning. Thank you very much. And also, I don't want to hit any school-age children on my way to work. So, if you've worked in the emergency room, it happens and it's terrible, sir. Okay, sorry. Got a little angry. Got a little mad. Come on. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring the redhead down. Alright, let's see if we can get over into this little turning section so I can sit here. Yay! Thank you, Lord. We're going to watch the train for a bit. So anyway, what was I saying? So I'm getting ready for my brother to come. I don't know if you guys do this. Ooh, look, I'm red. I don't know if you guys do this when you are going to have company, but you kind of like spruce the house up a little bit. So I have a couple of plants that I want to repot that go on either side of my front door. We have some succulents out there, and so I bought some big beautiful pots at IKEA that are metal. So my husband's going to have to drill holes in the bottom of them. So I'm going to do that. And then I bought a couple of, I actually have the bag right there. I went to Burke's Outlet yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I ran in there and got a couple of throw pillows. And just, dust everything. And I have 2 bookcases that are just full of books that I need to get rid of. I really need to go through those. And I was like, am I going to have time? I don't know why it just hits me when people are coming that you want everything to just look really spiffy. But today I brought my gym clothes and my sneakers, and I'm going to try to go, I'm going to go to the gym after work today and get in my workout. My goal is always like 30 minutes on the elliptical, and if I do more, then I'm pleased with myself, but I always have to have sort of like a target range. We're going to be here forever. Well, looks like I'm not going to work today. I should just turn around and go home. Lord have mercy. I need to remember to leave like 5 minutes early on these days so that I don't hit the train. But I forget. And then sometimes the train doesn't come at this time, so I don't know what the schedule is, but we live in an old town where their main industry was they used to mill cotton. Let me move up a little so nobody hits me. And so we have a lot of, train tracks all over town. We have a lot of trains. Like this train is carrying coal, and we have a lot of old houses. I know you guys have seen me walking. I live in the old downtown area of my town, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love old houses. We've owned this house. We had an old house when we lived in Kansas City. We used to live in Independence, Missouri, which is kind of a suburb of Kansas City, Missouri. And we had a house that was built in 1898 when we lived there, and I just loved it. So I love old houses and I love old squares. So right now we're in like my favorite thing ever, which is an old house, you know, kind of near an old square, and they've revitalized the square. So there's a lot of antique shops and a lot of like little cafes and little boutique shops. And I mean, it's just like the best thing ever to go walking around. And when your friends come to visit, you know, take them over there. So when my brother and his wife are coming this week, that's what she requested, is to go antiquing. And then also, we don't live very far from, I don't know if you all have seen this show Fixer Upper, but that's kind of near us, the town where that show is based. And so she was talking about going there. The issue with that is that it is extremely, extremely crowded there. So it's a very touristy place right now because of the TV show. So you have huge buses of people that come, and it's, you know, you go into the store, and it's like, you're like this. You can't even look at the stuff in the store, and the stuff in the store is like super duper overpriced. I don't know if y'all have been to Target and seen the Joanna Gaines line from Fixer Upper, but like, it is very expensive. Like, I think it's overpriced for what you get. So I like to go and get ideas and then go try to find similar things. Like, my mom and I were in Pier 1 on Saturday, and Joanna Gaines has a line of home interiors in there. And, you know, a throw pillow is $90. I am not spending $90, especially with Moses and Lola, on a throw pillow. But you can easily get the idea and then try to find sort of a similar look. You know, go to Home Goods and try to see if you can find like a similar look. Everyone's trying to kill me today. Everyone's trying to kill me. Lord have mercy. I don't understand. Okay, not everyone. Those 2 cars that just came over are trying to kill me. Can you tell that I'm I feel like a little temperamental today? I don't know. Like, I have a shorter fuse than usual. So I have my lavender essential oil. When I get to work, if I find myself being like this all day, like snappy with people, we're gonna have to rub ourselves down. I also have an essential oil called Forgive. It's in a roller ball. And that one does wonders for me when I'm acting like a crazy redhead. Like when I get really grouchy, I just like rub Forgive. And what a perfect time. Lent is such a perfect time to be rubbing Forgive all over yourself and saying a prayer. Okay, so we're going to try to just remember that everyone's just in a hurry. And Lord have mercy, everybody, just be careful. And let's, you know. Yeah, so next week is Holy Week for us. I know this week is Western Holy Week. So next week, so our Palm Sunday, so happy Palm Sunday. I know for a lot of you yesterday was happy. I don't know, do you say happy? Or I hope you had a blessed Palm Sunday. Our Palm Sunday is this coming weekend. And on Saturday, we clean the church. We go in and like polish the candle holders and clean the windows, get the wax off of stuff. And then we decorate the church with palms for Palm Sunday. And then on Palm Sunday, we have a procession. It's cool. So we're doing that this weekend. And then next weekend, we have between 1 to 2 church services every day leading up to Pascha or Easter. We call it Pascha, Pascha, if you want to Google it. And we have a midnight service on Pascha. And so that is next week. So my intention next week is, we do a lot of fasting. So I'm going to be participating in that during Holy Week. We do a lot of fasting and we do a lot of prayer and a lot of like quiet time. So I'm going to be reducing the social media, which I do have a boot camp challenge that I'm going to start next month. So I'll explain that to you before Holy Week starts. And then you know, I don't know on the Facebook page if that's really, the Facebook page was an idea of Laura Mays, who is over there as an admin, and that was never my intention to have a Facebook page, and I don't know that it's overly active. We have a lot of members over there, but, you know, it's not overly active. So, for boot camp, I'm not sure what that's going to look like, if I'm going to actually have a Facebook page for it. I've got to think about that this week and sort of decide what that looks like. But I'm thinking about taking, you know, obviously take down the challenge, the water challenge page, and we'll see what I can figure out for boot camp. And boot camp is going to be just basically, you know, accountability, where we'll post, you know, if we met our criteria each day, and then we're going to see, we'll do a little experiment, and we'll see beginning of the month what you weigh, at the end of the month what you weigh. That's the criteria that we'll use, just because it's, you know, Weight Watchers criteria is sort of weekly weigh-ins. And, you know, if you stuck with boot camp all month, which means following the program to a T, were you able to lose weight? Did it help you get to your goals? So, yeah, and I think the goal will be weight loss for this challenge. So we'll go more into that later. But I think the only way to do it really is to have a Facebook page to keep daily accountability. But it is, you know, one more thing for me to keep up with on a daily basis. So if I have any volunteers out there that would like to help me with boot camp, so if I don't get in the morning, if I don't get over there to post the daily thread, I need a couple people who will do it for me. So if you would like to be an admin on Facebook, because I think Laura is kind of I think Laura and Kristen were my admins, and I'm not sure that they're actually doing, you know, Weight Watchers right now. I haven't heard from Kristen in a while. So Kristen, if you're out there, give me a shout out and let me know what's going on. But, you know, if they're unavailable at the moment, and there are seasons in life, so they may not be available right now, I would like 2 people. So if you are interested in doing that, go over to my Facebook page and message me, private message me, and let me know. And you would need to be committed every day for the month of April. You know, if you get on there and it's 8 a.m. and I haven't posted the accountability thread, if you wouldn't mind just posting it for me and pinning it at the top. So, and I can show you how to do that. But I need 2 very committed people, because this is boot camp. So that's kind of the idea on that. Let me think if there's anything else I want to tell you about. No, I need to drink water today. Last night I had a headache, and I was like, why do I have such a bad headache? And it's because I don't drink water on the weekends. And I think now my body is so used to the water that if I don't drink it, I'm getting like a headache at the end of the night, like just a dull whatever. So I drank a big cup of water, and I took some Tylenol. Well, of course the Tylenol got rid of it, but I need to do a better job. And I'm hoping during boot camp I can really focus and get myself ready. So if you're planning on doing boot camp with me, just start thinking about, I am going to have as one of the daily things a daily vitamin, because in the Getting Started booklet from Weight Watchers Freestyle program, they do recommend a daily multivitamin. So I do want that to be part of our boot camp for April. So go ahead now and go find a daily vitamin if you're not taking one. The 1 a day line is great if you'd rather do something organic, you know, go look for something like that. But you want a multivitamin. If you need to check with your healthcare provider, you know, I'm not giving you medical advice. This is just a Weight Watchers recommendation that you take a multivitamin, whatever that looks like. So that is going to be one of my criteria. And we will be drinking water, but as far as I have read so far, there's not a specification on how much water you're supposed to be drinking. So we're just going to have a hydration stay hydrated, because they do say that in the literature. So that's going to be one of your check marks every day. So multivitamin, stay hydrated, track every bite that goes in your mouth. Okay, that's going to be one. I don't know that I'm going to have you posting your trackers, but I am just going to have like a little thing that you'll cut and paste. And did you track? Did you take your multivitamin? Did you stay hydrated? Did you move more today? I don't know that I'm going to have an actual exercise. And this is all going to be in Weight Watcher wording, so I've got to go look at that. In fact, I brought my booklet today to kind of look through it. Did you get your blue dot? That's a recommendation to stay within blue dot. So guess what? This is sort of a blue dot challenge, isn't it? Yes. So I'm going to go through and do the criteria for that. I'm going to look at sort of what do they say about fruits and veggies. You know, do they have a number? Did you eat until satisfied or past satisfied? That's another thing they talk about. So I'm going to have to come up with a criteria. I've said that like 10 times. That's because I'm still working on my coffee. If you have any other suggestions for boot camp, let me know today on the blog, because I am coming up with the final sort of what that's going to look like for us. And the main mantra of boot camp is going to be no excuses. So if you fall off, I want you to get right back on. If you have one meal off, you're going to get right back on with the next bite. This is going to be a minute-to-minute get back on program. This is not going to be, I'm going to get back on tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's a new day. I'll press reset tomorrow. That's great. I like that. But for boot camp, this is going to be a nope, I'm going to reset now. Like right now. Like, okay, I just ate a sleeve of Girl Scout cookies and it's over now. So the next decision I make is going to be the next best decision for myself. There's not going to be any, I'll start over tomorrow, start over Monday for boot camp. Okay, so if you want to participate in that, cool. If you don't, that's all right. I'll probably have another challenge in May or not. I don't even know. Alrighty, you guys. So I will see you at lunch. Hey, everybody. Here is my lunch for today. This is simply filling, but I'm counting points on freestyle. So I have my chili that I count 1.4 because I did use some avocado oil. I used a tablespoon in that whole big pot. And then I also have some chili beans that have a little bit of sugar in the can. So 1 point for the chili. The cheese is 0 smart points. This is 1/4 of a cup of fat-free cheddar. 0 smart points, simply filling. And a sweet potato, 1/2 of a sweet potato. I'm gonna count, 3 smart points for that. And it's also simply filling. So I have that. I have an apple today, 0 smart points. I have my little dessert that I've shown you guys. This is in my little Sunday meal prep. My little dessert, which is yogurt and sugar-free chocolate sauce and some health seeds. And I have a Zevia. And then for snacks today, I do have 2 hard-boiled eggs for 0 smart points. These are from Kirkland and they come prepackaged. So yes, I do spend money on that. And then I also have a Premier Protein for 2 smart points. I have not eaten those. Oh, and I have a banana. Golly, I've got lots of snacks today. So not sure if I'm gonna have a snack. I probably will just before I go to the gym. It's Monday, about 10 after 4. I got out of work a smidge early. So I am going to go straight to the gym. I'm gonna put my glasses on because it's kind of bright. But it's so funny because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna go to the gym, I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. And then look what I found. Like literally, it's like it was sitting right there for me to find. This is one of my last attempts at Weight Watchers when I was oh wait, it's upside down. I apologize, you guys. And I'm at a stoplight, so 275.0. And then here's that before picture that I've been carrying around. Size 20, 22, somewhere in there. So it's so funny because I I went to close my planner and it was sitting right there, and I had just had the thought of, I'm not going. I don't want to go, you know, bratty stuff. So I've got my gym clothes. I'm going to go straight to the gym and do my half hour on the elliptical like I promised myself I would do this week. I do want to try to get in a workout today and tomorrow before my brother comes into town on Wednesday, because then, you know, all bets are off unless I get up early before them and go walking. But it's already getting hot, you guys, so. I had a couple questions on my vlog from yesterday. Let me think what they were. And I probably won't remember who asked. I think it was Lisa. Sorry if I can't remember. But anyway, you were asking, how do you do simply filling and count smart points? Lisa, I think that was what your name was, and I'm so sorry if it wasn't. Ooh, look, I'm so muscular. My muscle goes upside down. It hangs below my arm. That's not flab or skin. That's muscle. So here is kind of what I have done. I went and I printed out and also asked for at your meeting. If you go to meetings, you can ask for the Simply Filling handout. I've shown it to you guys before. Just tell them you want to try Simply Filling. Get the little handout that tells you all the foods that are 0 point foods on Simply Filling. It is a much more expanded list, but it's pretty specific, so you need to do your research on this. Those foods are 0 smart points. Anything you eat off of that list, you will still count. So you will have, you will switch your tracker. So you go to profile, and then you go to settings, I believe, and you switch it to, it says method, tracking method or something like that, and you go to Simply Filling. And it's going to switch your tracker to Simply Filling. So when you scan foods that are Simply Filling, it will have like a green circle, kind of like a 0, okay? And if it's not Simply Filling, you'll have to count points. Now, there is a problem with the tracker in that some of these Simply Filling foods don't pop up as Simply Filling. So like some of the tortillas and things like that. So that's when you go on the Facebook Simply Filling page and you ask people, hey, do you know if this counts as a Simply Filling food? Some of the light breads, some of the yogurts, some of the tortillas, you just need to ask. There's certain criteria. So I think part of the criteria is less than 1 gram of fat. So the idea with Simply Filling is it's low fat, high fiber foods that will fill you up. So the key there, the filling part, is the fiber in that. So fat-free cheeses are Simply Filling. All of the things on the 0 point list, like beans and ground turkey breast, the fat-free, you know, the 99% fat-free. Ground beef that is 97% fat-free, that is Simply Filling. Chicken, obviously, eggs. And then some of the grains, like whole wheat pasta, quinoa, whole wheat couscous, sweet potatoes, regular white potatoes. You know, they can't be like fried. They can't be French fries. You get it? So it's very much a whole foods approach, okay? So what I am doing is eating the majority of my foods off of that list. And obviously on Smart Points, I'm counting the points. So like if I have a sweet potato, yes, it's a Simply Filling food. I know it's going to fill me up, but I still have to count for a large sweet potato 6 Smart Points. It's, for me, that's putting a cap on how much I eat, because I am a girl that if I make whole wheat pasta, I can very easily eat, you know, 2 to 3 servings of pasta. But if I have to count points for it, I will stick to 1 serving and see if I am satisfied before I go back for more. There went my picture that I just showed you all. It's on the floor now. So that's why I wanted like a cap, because I'm not great with the soft
full concept, which means on Simply Filling and on Smart Points, everything is falling. Everything is falling out of the sky. On Smart Points, with the on Freestyle with the 0 point foods, they want you to learn that concept of eating until you are satisfied, not eating until you are stuffed. Eating until you are a soft full is how my leader described it to me, and that was a very helpful term because I understood that. You know, that stuffed feeling, you don't do that on Freestyle or Simply Filling, because ultimately it means it will slow down or stop your weight loss, your progress, when you stuff yourself with food. And what I have noticed over time is that I need less food to feel that soft full, because you know the stomach is a muscle. We always say our stomach is shrinking. It takes less food to fill that muscle. And that's why people that have gastric bypass can stretch that out. You've got all these stretch receptors on the muscle. And over time, if you eat just a little bit more, you go past full, you can stretch your stomach pouch back out with a gastric bypass or the gastric sleeve and end up right back where you started. So that's why when we see people on like my 600-pound life and they can eat 3 pizzas for dinner, you're like, how could you ever do that? Well, they have stretched out their stomachs, and that it gives them more room to accommodate. And you know, there's biological reasons why we can do that. The whole feast or famine, you know, idea and all of that. So, how did I get into that? Anyway. That's kind of been my approach, is to stick with whole foods. You guys know that I have read, if you go back to my old videos from October, November, you see that I've really enjoyed reading about like the Whole30 and eating more whole unprocessed foods. Someone else asked me today why I don't drink diet soda. And I've talked about this before, but they have a link between diet soda consumption and stroke and dementia. So that just came out. If you look under the New York Times or CNN, you will see that there's a new study that links it. They've also done studies that have shown that the body treats artificial sweeteners like aspartame and Splenda the same way that it treats regular sweeteners, in that you have the same insulin production. Like, the body doesn't know the difference. Sweet is sweet. And I've read, you know, articles on that. They've also linked diabetes to there's a higher rate of diabetes with people that drink diet sodas than people that do not drink diet sodas. And when we talk diet sodas, we're talking about products that have aspartame and, you know, other artificial sweeteners like that. Okay. So I drink the sodas that I drink are called Zevia, and they have stevia as a sweetener, which is it's a stevia leaf. So it's a more natural sweetener. Now, does the body still recognize that the same way that it does regular sweetener? Probably, I would think, but I haven't seen any studies done on that. And there's controversy about any kind of sweetener. You know, we know that if you drink 1 regular soda a day, it increases your chance of diabetes by 50% from whatever your baseline was. So if you already had a genetic disposition towards diabetes and you're drinking a soda every day, guess what? You know, you're compounding the problem, according to the research that I've read. Now, I'm just telling you what, I'm not looking at research right in front of me, I'm just telling you what I've read. So, let me give you some personal experience. I'm not telling you what to do. This is your choice, you know. And if you enjoy a soda, and you can enjoy soda in moderation, then that's great. I personally could not enjoy soda in moderation, and I was drinking soda to the exclusion of any other type of hydration. So, and I personally believe in this whole idea of caffeine being a dehydrator, even though the evidence has shown otherwise. Okay, so I feel like, and I've seen this with my patients, especially my pregnant patients, if they're drinking caffeinated drinks that stimulate the bladder, is that really hydration? Are they really like, maintaining a hydrated state? I don't personally think so. Experientially, now evidence-based, there's some gray area there. But what I noticed personally is when I drank diet soda, number one, it made me want to eat with it. I wanted something with it all the time. And I would eat more when I was drinking diet soda. It stimulated something in me personally. So I felt like I would pour more Diet Coke, eat more food, pour more Diet Coke, eat more food. And it's very interesting because like gastric bypass patients and gastric sleeve patients are told not to drink any really carbonated beverages with the idea that it stretches the stomach out. And I think there's other reasons there too. If you've had gastric bypass, maybe you can fill me in. But there's also links between aspartame and other, issues that are out there. I mean, you can find all sorts of you can find all sources and sorts of information about diet soda if you want to talk yourself out of drinking it. I felt very bloated. There was a lot of sodium in the diet soda, and I was drinking a lot of it, you guys, a lot. So it may sound silly to you all, but I really felt like I had an addiction to diet soda. I would crave it, almost like a smoker. Have to have a diet soda first thing when I woke up. I would drink it warm from the can. I was really had some issues with it, and that was my own personal problem. My rosacea was worse on it. It wasn't a good thing for myself. So there's your sort of explanation. I think you all do, you're all grown-ups, I think. I don't think we have any kids on this channel. So I like to drink red wine, and there's plenty of people that choose not to drink alcohol for whatever their reason is, be it personal, be it diet related, be it religious. You do what you need to do. So there's the answer to that. So let's see, I answered the Simply Filling, the Diet Coke. Oh, the other question was, I think Mary Vitro was asking me, you're gonna hit somebody, little stinker, asking me about, sorry, my mouth is getting dry because I really did talk a lot just now. My camera, my new phone camera. So my new phone camera is really awesome in terms of taking beautiful pictures, filming outward facing video, but when I'm doing the forward facing video, it keeps trying to adjust the focus. So you all noticed on my Saturday vlog, my weigh-in vlog, that I was going in and out of focus. That was my camera trying to focus. I haven't quite figured out how to vlog with that camera, but it's fine because this is my Note 5 that I love. And so what I did was I took all of my apps, all my extra stuff off of this camera, so I have plenty of space on here to vlog, and do what I need to do. I've got KindMaster on here. It's the only app that I have, and so I can use it for my YouTube, and I think that the picture is great. I think the sound is fine. I'm never going to be one of those people that goes out and buys, a really nice camera just for vlogging. I have a really nice camera, but I don't use it. So this is a great portable way to be able to vlog. And then my phone, I can load all my books, my pictures, all of my music on there because I have expandable memory and space. And so it's fine to do it like this right now. I was hoping I would be able to vlog on the other camera. But it's just, I don't know. And I was watching, who has this camera? There's another Weight Watchers vlogger that I watch. What is her name? I've watched her since she started, and she just bought this camera, an S9 Plus, and she was saying the same thing, and I totally forgot. I'm sorry, spaced your name. I'm really bad with names right now. because today I had so many patients, so many phone calls, so many doctors. I'm like named out. I'm just named out. So I can't remember. I don't even know my own name at this point. So yeah, so I love my new phone. I love my S9 Plus. I don't know that it's the best phone for vlogging on YouTube, but that's not really the purpose of, you know, the phone. And this works fine. I like my Note 5, and it's wonderful. I am a Samsung girl, so I'm very happy with this. And plus it gives me just more opportunities. I can collect more pictures and that sort of thing and just go to town. I love taking photographs. So that's sort of the story on that. I've had a good day so far. I'm going to get off of here and go have a little snack before I get to the gym. I'm going to have, I think, my hard-boiled eggs and go do my half an hour, and I will see you guys at dinner time. Hey everybody. Okay, so I finished at the gym. I'm at 11,300 steps. I did over 2.5 miles in half an hour. Actually like 35 minutes on the elliptical, about half an hour to get the 2.5 miles. I'm back from the gym. I don't know where my camera cut off. I think my battery died. So let me show you dinner. Look, this is my sous chef and cleaner. Say hello. No, I'm gonna show them what I'm eating and then I'll clean up, I promise. Okay, so I have a pita bread here. One of these pitas is for Smart Points. That's for the entire thing, one loaf. So that's pretty good, 150 calories, lots of fiber too. 3 grams of fiber. Anyway, you can see the nutrition. So I have one of those, I split it in half. Inside, I stuffed it with holy guacamole, a Boca Burger, fat-free cheese, and some spring mix. So the Boca Burgers, one Boca Burger is 2 Smart Points, and I made mine in the skillet with a teaspoon of avocado oil for 1 Smart Point. So that's 5 for the Boca Burgers. The pita is 4. The holy guacamole, it's the little package right here of holy guacamole, is 3. I used 1/4 cup of fat-free cheese for 0. So the pitas are 4 and 5, 9, and 10, 11, 12. And then I have a cup of my little salad that I made for 1 point. So 13 Smart Points for this very filling dinner. These look delicious. And then my husband just went and got me a Zevia out of the fridge. So that's my second one of those for today. Hey everybody. So I took a shower and my hair is a little crazy. But anyway, I'm trying to stay away from the pretzels tonight. So I think I'm going to have some grapes. And I had some yogurt a little while ago. This is the thing with me and exercise. If I work out really hard, I get really munchy. So it's actually really, it works well for me to just, what's happening here? It works really well for me to exercise in the evening, then I'm not like munching all day long. So gonna have some grapes and call it a night. Just wanted to say thanks a lot for watching and being so supportive out there. I really appreciate you all. Thanks for putting up with me, my crazy hair, my blabbing. I really do appreciate your support and it's helping me so much stay on program. So yes, going to be accountable here. All I'm gonna have the rest of the night are some grapes and that's it. Okay, I will see you guys later on the vlog. Good night.